And we need to be organizing ourselves around our go-to-market strategy and our customers. And I'm not talking about a huge reorg, and I'll get into this. What I'm talking about is how we think about, if you're bringing things to market in functions, in siloed functions today, you're not going to be able to build connected experiences. So we really need to be thinking across the functional departments, who is responsible for defining the experience for which customer segment. As you can see in this model, right, in this example, we've got a company that goes to market using vertical segments. So you have a go-to-market financial service lead, you have a go-to-market high-tech lead, and a healthcare go-to-market lead. Now, for this example, I'm going to stay in the financial service lane. The financial service go-to-market experience lead, they're responsible for understanding the business goals and the customer expectations for that market segment. And then bringing the functional leads together across the top, right? This is an exhausting list, but bringing the people together to design with the customer in mind and deliver those experiences. So perhaps a better example of this is experience leads really orchestrate the go-to-market team. So you can see here I've got the financial service experience lead in the middle, and then you've got the different functions around. And I'm not saying we have to have an events person for every segment. We don't. What we have to do is have focus. So the way we recommend doing it is you have weekly squad meetings where you're just focusing in that particular meeting on that segment, right? And that's how you bring it together and make sure you're bringing in, hey, this worked, this didn't work, this didn't meet our customer expectations, and you continue to optimize. So it's a way of avoiding a mass reorganization because that's painful, but it also is a way of bringing us together around our customers. So technology, right? This is the time to test, learn, and iterate. Excuse me. There's going to be two sides of the generative AI coin, right? So you have the side, and you can see it on this slide, right? I don't know if people know, but Bard messed up a demo, and it cost Google $100 billion. That is a bad day at the office, all right? And then on the other side, you've got something simple where America's Marketing Association increased their engagement rate in their community by 42% simply by leveraging AI to develop new subject lines. So what do you have to do here? The first thing is we need to be applying, to move to dynamic marketing, we need to be applying AI to real business challenges, right? Let's not do the thing where we walk around with a solution and go and find a problem. We really need to map out across our operating model and our experience model, what are the things that we want to do, and can we use AI to achieve them? Yes or no, right? And then map the solution back and start working on it. And we call this your AI enablement strategy, right? And we need to be looking for both strategic and operational efficiency gains, right? It's on the CFO's mind right now. We can't just be saying, hey, we want to design amazing experiences. We've also got to be showing how we're going to get more efficient. And obviously, we want to constantly eliminate repetitive tasks if we want to free up marketers to be more strategic. During the marketing automation lull, we haven't had to stay that current on technology. At least I don't feel we have. I felt like I can honestly go 8 months and catch up pretty easily. But now things are moving so quickly, we've got to stay current with our tech, right? We've got to audit our current tech stack because AI is coming out all the time. Understand what your vendors are doing. We don't necessarily need to buy, but we just need to stay current, right? If you see what happens with Adobe, Salesforce, all the MarTech applications right now, they're packaging things in. Let's understand what it's doing. Is it real? Is it not? Is it something we can use against our AI enablement strategy? If it is, great, let's test it. And keep researching what's coming. This thing, as I said, is moving fast, and I really do. I've stood up on stage before and said, people just wait, right? Particularly around ABM, I said, there's a lot of hype, we've got to see what comes. Now, my advice is stay current because there's going to be a real first mover advantage. And then stay in control. If we think about what we talked about at the beginning of this presentation, right, we had marketers are losing control as we move from static to dynamic marketing. This is where marketers take back control. But it moves from the control where we used to put in prescribed things, and it moves back to governance, right? We need to be thinking about this like we do a product. So you need to release things, right? In a small environment, do a beta test. Does it work? If it does, great. Release it some more, right? Roll it out. But we need to be constantly testing against, is AI actually improving what we were doing? Is it meeting our business goals before we just let AI take control and we just chuck it out, we assume it's better. And I know that's been talked about across the conference as well. And we really need to be monitoring performance, right? Is it doing what we thought we'd do? We've heard about, AI hallucinations, and that's real. we need to be making sure that we really are getting what we expected, and then educate and train your team, make sure knowledge is shared.